What's going on, everybody? Give you a really quick rundown of what's going on. We just made a several-hour hike into Georgia in the truck driving up here, and we just came up on a spur-of-the-moment turkey trip. I just got a few days off, and I was like, you know what? I'm going to take this opportunity and try to fill that second turkey tag for Georgia. So, came up here to a brand new piece of public, never been here, ever. And I literally just pulled up and got undressed, got in the back seat because I got my bed already set up here. We're about to crash out for a few hours at least, and then we'll get up. I got some pins dropped on my Hunt Stand app of some places I checked on the aerial map, and we're going to see what this place is like. Never been here before, ever. Never seen it in the daylight. Don't know nothing about it. Just got what I can find on the aerial map. So we're going to see what tomorrow holds for us. Hopefully we can get it done tomorrow. We'll be going home. But we got tomorrow, which is Thursday, Friday, and then Saturday morning, and then we'll be heading back. But this is pretty much going to be the last trip for Georgia for the 2024 turkey season. So hopefully we can make it happen. I'll see y'all in just a few hours. Well, good morning. It's 6:42, and we're just trying to find a spot that on the map has good habitat where we might be hearing a turkey on the roost that also doesn't have people all over the place. Because as of right now, there's people all up in this mug. The first few spots that I was going to go to had people in it, and here's another person in another spot I was just about to stop at. Well, we've got people owl hooting all over the place, so we ain't sitting here. But I did hear the turkey way out in the next county, but he is over there somewhere. I heard him twice. Heard him when I first got out of the truck. Been sitting here for about 10 minutes. He just did it again, gobbled again, and he was way over there. So we're going to go up the road just a little bit more just to make sure there's nobody down there, and then we'll try to get in on him. He's that way somewhere towards the water, the body of water that's over there. I went ahead and drove about half a mile down and just cut down one of these little fire breaks. Thought I heard one this direction, and I'm seeing tom tracks. So, suspicions are coming accurate. There's a little drop off right there. Just had some owls go hooting back and forth and laughing as they do, and turkey just sounded off. We got his real good direction pin now. As long as everybody else didn't hear him just now, we might be the only one on. Surprisingly, it didn't sound like he was that far from the road. We boogieing it on over there to him, trying to get a little bit closer, and then we'll hit the call, see if we can't get him sound off. Looking at my map, looks like that joker is deep in the swamp. I ain't no way I would have been able to hear that from where I was, unless this is a totally different turkey. I guess we're just gonna start walking into that swamp. That's where it was coming from, deep in that bug. We just had one sound off. I was calling to the further one away, and one just sounded off right here by me. I'm not in a good setup, but this is all I got. I don't know where he's at, and he was on the high point, of course. But we just gotta set up and see what happens. That sounds weird. I don't know if I said Jake. Yeah, baby. I just went ahead and grabbed y'all and bring y'all over to him because you ain't gonna believe what just happened. Joker's got a nice beard on him. But what makes this whole thing the best out of any part of this turkey is this right here. Ladies and gentlemen, please report to Georgia Wildlife. Number 249. A banded turkey. Ain't got much for spurs at all. Them things are like maybe 1/2 inch, 3/4 inch. I mean, just little short nubs, about the shortest I've ever shot on a tom. But a banded daggum turkey. I was set up right there in between those two trees. I was actually leaned up right against that crack in the tree, facing out this way. It's about a 25-yard shot to him. He initially gobbled out here, right over all this tall junk. But he worked his way around. I thought he was going to come from this side. He worked himself all the way around. I either came through this lighter stuff or completely around the edge of the swamp. I don't know, because I was looking that way. I was facing this way, my gun, but I was looking out that way because that's where it sounded like he was at. But then, next thing I know, I look up and he was standing right here. I can't believe that. I don't have any words for that, because that right there is, I would have never even ever thought of that ever happening. It never even occurred in my mind that that's a possibility. I've gone duck hunting and think about it all the time when I'm duck hunting. But turkey hunting? No, never thought about that. I was getting legitimately kind of worried because there were so many people out here on a Thursday morning, just insane. As y'all heard when he started really hammering off to me, I was getting excited with my call and trying to get him fired up. And then he went quiet. Sure enough, when he hammered off, I didn't have the camera on, but he hammered off and it sounded like he was 10 feet behind me. The way it just echoed and all this literally made me jump because it was so loud. It just shook your insides, just like you'd love it when they gobble that close. And my first time ever, I've heard a turkey clear as day spitting and drumming. I've never heard a turkey drum ever, but I heard it with him, and I knew when I heard that, I knew exactly what it was, and I knew he was close. And the more I was listening to it, I just started slowly moving my head, just ever so slow. And I'm glad I did, because he was 25 yards right in front of me, looking in that river bottom for me, looking for that hen in that river bottom. And then he stepped behind a tree between me and him, turned the camera real quick. He putted one time. I was ready for him. I knew he just needed to make one step forward or backwards. It didn't matter, as long as he didn't go directly behind the tree the entire way leaving me. He made that one step. That was it. Just thanking the good Lord for this absolutely extremely memorable experience. First time ever tagging out in Georgia, both on public land. Tagging out in Florida this year. And this was a spur of the moment trip. I'm glad I took it. He's got a nice beard on him. I'm curious to see what it is. I'm going to say 10 inches. 10 inches on that. And the spurs ain't much for nothing at all. Of course, I'm sure y'all can't see that far away, but they ain't much for nothing. But that right there, that little blang he's got. I just can't believe how light this turkey is. I know I talk a lot, y'all, but that's just me. Especially when we got a successful hunt in the realm of taking a bird or taking a deer or something. I want to make sure y'all know all about it. But we tagged out in Georgia. Now we for real are just waiting on Tennessee in about a week and a half. We're gonna be leaving on the 3rd weekend of Tennessee season, and we're gonna be there for the whole week. So, gonna be some pressured birds for sure at that time, but we're gonna give it our best, just as we have here with these pressured birds. That was a haul. I'll give y'all a little preview of my crib. If you didn't catch that, there was a TV show back in the day when I was a young kid called MTV Cribs. When I was a young kid, used to watch that all the time. Basic setup here, obviously, putting the gun in the case. Case would go on the floor. This is some screen that I have that I put over my windows. I roll them down, put the screen over them. Halfway down, put the screen over them, keep mosquitoes out. Then I put my fan up on that hook right here. This is my pad that I lay on my seat, and I put it kind of at an angle, so because my seat's at an angle, so I put the pad at an angle to make it feel more flat. And then I put my extra pillow that I have on the floor, so it gives a little more of a support in that gap that I can lay my feet on. Come over here to the driver's side, and this is where I keep all my camera gear and such. All my food stays down here, supplements and such that I take. We got all of that just stationary down there. Got my bike and my water, got my chair, got my cooler. And I come over here to the passenger back seat. Of course, this is where I fold all my bedding over, put it all right here during the day. Got my clothes in the trusty Walmart bags. And what else I got down there? I think that's about it. Oh, and I put my shoes down there too. And of course got my towel that I keep up here so it can somewhat dry out with the windows down when I'm riding around. And I've got deodorant here, got my knife, toothbrush, toothpaste, extra mosquito spray, and a portable phone charger. I normally always just charge my phone connected to my truck, but always keep a fully charged portable phone charger just in case. Tell you what, I'm getting low on shells. I've got 4 more bullets left, which definitely should be enough for the rest of the season because we just got Tennessee left, and I can kill 2 turkeys up there. So let's say I get 2 misses, 2 kills. We're still good. But next season we'll need to buy some more. Just go ahead and get it now before the price of it jumps another 20 bucks. For those that are wondering, that don't know, I use the Winchester Longbeard XRs in the Magnum loads. And number 5 shot. That's what I've been using. That's my favorite load. It works best with my gun. Pattern's great. I got the Longbeard XR choke for my gun as well. And I shoot a Remington 870 12 gauge. And I would, without hesitation, feel very comfortable shooting a turkey at 45, 50 yards with these loads. I, of course, would wait as much as I can to get a much closer shot. But if you were to shoot turkey at 50 yards with these loads, I'd feel very confident that it's going to knock them down and kill them. And does that mean you should take that far of a shot? That's your personal opinion. We hustling to get in there. Full strut, just blowed up.